Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. So I'm kind of happy right now. I get to do a candle reading for a woman who believes that somebody has cursed her or jinxed her or hexed her. She's having a hard time and she just needs to know if there's some shady business going on. So I am going to do a candle reading for her, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about candle readings, but first I want to do hers and then we'll get it going because it takes hours and hours. Seems like it anyways. But yeah, it takes a long time to do a candle reading. But the reason, okay, most witches will use the 7-day candles for a candle reading and then they read the glass. For curses and hexes and stuff like that, I just use one black candle. It's faster, it tells me everything I need to know, and you don't have to wait a freaking week to get the results. So, is what I will be doing with this. First, I'm going to cut out her picture and her name. I don't want all this other stuff on here. Okay. So then I'm going to write on it. I want to write some information that I'd like to know. And then I'm going to spend a couple minutes, ask her spirit guides to come, ask them to come. I'll just do it right now. I call upon the ancestors. I call upon the spirit guides. I call upon my deities to come forth and give me a reading for I need to know if she is being hexed. I need to know if she's been cursed. If a witch, if anyone is doing any kind of workings against her, I call you forth to do this reading. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to write on here. I'm going to write on the back. You guys didn't see that, did you? It's hidden behind my crystal ball with Baba Yaga. She likes to do divination work, and she's, yeah, we're just going to let that go. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so there's my question. Alright, so now I don't usually do anything to this candle except for put some of this wax on it. Or not this wax, this oil. It's a divination oil that Hecate and I made together. And It's very good stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and use some of that. And I'm going to put it on your candle. And you don't want to do a lot to these candles, you guys, because you don't want anything to like affect the burn or the way the wax stripping or any of that. You don't want any interference. And that is why I, after attaching this candle, will put a protection circle around it. Okay. Did you say up? Professional, yes. So we're going to let the wax get hardened first before I mess with it. And then in this is a mixture that I made for this very spell, this very reading. It's only for this reading. It's the only thing I use it for. It has how many, like 5 different kinds of salt in it, and it has like cascarilla in it. It has just protection things. Simple, yet very, very effective. Because I don't want any interference in this reading. I want no interference in this reading. I want only truth. And so as I'm saying these things to you, I'm meditating on that as well. And I'm calling it. And I'm saying only the truth. No interference is allowed to come through. Only the truth may come forth. I command this so. Only the truth may come forth. No interferences are allowed. Okay, and now I'm going to get an wait, I don't want you guys to see it. Sure. I'll put it like this. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Let me grab. Hello. Okay, so after I'm done doing this, I'm going to read you what the ghost box is saying, because I've noticed that a lot of times when I do this, they come through on here also. So, and I didn't realize that until my clients started telling me, oh my gosh, they were so talking about me. This is for... I can't say her name out loud, so I'm going to have to say it quietly. No, she's not a teenager, no. See? This is who she is, this is her name, this is her date of birth. So she's not a teenager. But she is very young. Okay, let me get my stuff real quick. Okay, so this herb will help draw forth. It helps open up the other realm and draw forth. Yep, there's a crystal right there, isn't there? Okay, so this herb is an opening herb. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a secret. I can't tell you all my secrets. You know who does not like that. But if you know herbs, you can tell what it is just by looking at it, I'm sure. But yeah, it will open things up in the other realm and allow your ancestors to come forth and help with this reading for you. And when I light your candle, I will I like to pick some of it up and burn it and just kind of put it around your picture and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and light your candle now. I call forth the ancestors and spirit guides of I call you forth. I call you forth. I call you forth to do this reading for her. She needs to know. She has a right to know. She wants to know if she is being cursed, if anyone is doing any kind of working against her. I ask that you come forth now and do this reading for her. I command you to come forth. This is the back. This is the front. This is the left, and this is the right. I call you forth. I call forth the ancestors of. I command that you come forth now. And that you do this reading for her. This is the back. This is the front. This is the left. And this is the right. So basically, if the wax goes to the back, if there's a bunch of drippings and things down the back, that means that someone is working against you. It probably just means like backbiting, like talking shit about you, things like that. If you get a scorpion tail and or a couple, I've had 4 before, like huge scorpion tails, ridiculous. But that was on my own personal reading that I did. It wasn't on a client, but it still was crazy. I took a picture of it and posted it one time, but anyways, it was a long time ago. But so if you get a scorpion tail, then that means yes. Sometimes you'll get a spike like that sticks straight up like this, and it'll burn away from everything else, and there'll be like a hooded, being there. That means you're definitely being cursed. And which side it shows up on will tell me like probably what area of your life it's affecting. And then how far out the wax goes will tell me how recent this was placed on you. A clean burn means that nothing is on you, everything's fine, you know, you're good to go. If all of the stuff goes in the front, that's like saying it's affecting you. It's just the whole thing. I'll go over your reading with you after it's done. And like I said before, it will take a few hours. So just so you know that, it takes a long time. And so probably we'll get with you tomorrow. And I'm going to put this on, I'm going to put it on Hecate's altar, because that's where I put the last one. And it was awesome. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this one on her altar right here. And I don't usually put spells on her altar, but she really likes divination. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it right here, right there. And I'm keeping the same direction. Okay, so this is the front, this is the back, this is the right, and this is the left. Okay, and so that what kind of advice? Okay. How can I help you? Yes. What about it? Here's the second one that said crystals. Yes, I have lots of crystals, don't I? This is the one that they were talking about earlier. It's about the size of my hand. I try to keep it right here. Yeah, Hecate has loads of them up there, so I'll keep this one on my working altar right here. And it's very powerful. But what about the crystals? How can I help you? I don't know what that is. Cadaver. No clue. I'll look it up though. But the guy before that said professional. This one I just said surgery. So he said, the guy before that was on while I was doing your reading said, professional, widely, lost, locked, day, whom, teenager, and prescription. And then he said crystal. And now he said advice, recent, exhaust crystals, and then the cadaver cadaver surgery betray you implements. Who's going to betray?
Nature.
Oh, nature. Well, so anyways, that is that. That is your candle reading. And I will... You already have a drip? No. Probably won't start dripping until it gets... Well, it depends. I can't say. Because everybody's different. But anyways, I'm going to get off here and get all this cleared off. Well, actually, I think I'm going to do one more candle reading for me. And so, yeah, let's just do that right now. I'll do that right now. Since I'm here and we have all this stuff out, and yeah, we should totally do one for me. Okay. It's awful quiet. It's so abnormal. There's so much activity in my shop tonight, so I thought we would be off the charts. Oh. Yeah, you want to have a discussion? Oh, yeah? Perfect. Where did it go? Here it goes. I call upon my ancestors, my spirit guides, and my deities. I call you forth now, and I ask that you do this reading for me, that you tell me the signs. Tell me the signs. And is there someone working against me? Is there any curses being placed on me? Is there anything coming against me that I need to know about? I ask you to come forth and do this reading on my behalf. Look away and run. I don't feel like running. Oh. You said that there's an agenda, transport, look away, and run. said deserve. Tell you? What would you like me to tell you? Payment, huh? Ooh. Okay, I will. And he left. Okay, so I think I'm going to put mine, since you're on Hecate's altar, I'm going to put mine on Belial's. Because Lucifer already has a spell over there. And Belial's spell is finished. And he has nothing on his altar. Besides his stuff, you know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on Belial's altar. And then I'll be back in a little bit. Okay? Peace out.